Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Until Dawn. Now, before I get into this, I have to explain something. I had started recording from this exact moment where I left off at the end of the last video, and I got about 15, almost 20 minutes into it. And I realized I missed a fucking totem, and I missed one of the last clues that I needed to actually keep Josh alive. So, I, and I'd already gone too far to the point where I had actually missed the totem, and I didn't want to. I didn't want to. I didn't want to have to do this, but instead of just finishing the game and missing all, like, literally getting every totem but one, I decided, fuck it, I'm gonna restart from the beginning. And so I had actually also gone ahead and started getting all the clues I had missed. And what really pisses me off is I got all but one of the 1952 clues. Because apparently there are 5 pages in that journal when you're reading it as Ashley, right after Mike either chooses to shoot or not shoot Emily. There is a 5th page. Because this is the first page you start on, and it tells you to swipe your touchpad from the right side to the left to turn the page. But you don't want to do that. You want to swipe it to the right, so you're actually flipping to the previous page, because there's a previous page you can look at, which is entirely unfair, because the actual motion that's shown at the bottom of the screen only shows left. It doesn't show right or left, it just shows left. So that one's bullshit. But that one's also easy to point out for me to show you. I did also get all the Mystery Man ones for this run. And then I only have 2 left, which is just Beth's Watch and then the journal, and then that's all of it for the twins. And then as far as the totems, I'm still pretty much where I was at last time, where I needed the 1 death, which is the one we're about to get as Sam, and then 1 loss, then a danger, and then 2 more fortunes. So yeah, believe me, I am honestly so frustrated because I was just going to go ahead and finish the game in the last setting I was doing for recordings, and then I realized that I had missed that totem and the journal, which is the other thing I needed. So I was so pissed that I had to restart the game, but I didn't want to just finish it only missing a couple of things. So here we are. Me having to have played through the entire game again. But like I said, it was worth it because I did end up finding everything else, and I did use I used a video guide this time rather than a crappy article guide from NeoSeeker or IGN or whatever. So I wanted to give not that anybody's even going to really watch my videos enough to care about a shout out, but I'm going to give the shout out to Nukem Dukem on YouTube. His video guides would help me make sure I found not just all the totems but also all the clues. The only reason that I had missed the page and the journal was because I had stupidly stopped it before he had said to grab the to turn back a page when you're in the journal. So I had just assumed, that was the only other thing I needed to do for that section was to do the journal. And so I kind of skipped right past it, and then I hit the play button, and that's when I found out, oh, there was another page. I'm like, oh, please tell me I got it, and I did not get it. Not one bit. So yeah. So like I said, other than that one thing, his video has helped me find everything else so far. Oh, wait, there was a button for drop down. Duh. This game doesn't just let you automatically drop down. Anyway. So yeah, and then there's going to be Mike and a Wendigo that pop through this door. This is one of the parts I got to. Come on. There we go. Butterfly effect update. Sam rescued Mike in the mine. And then pretty much everything I did manage to do the same, except there was a couple of things I did a little differently this time. Just for the sake of curiosity. All the big choices are pretty much the same. I just did a couple of things differently. So like this one, for example, I which one was it? I think it's no. Which one was that? No, it was one of those. It's this one. Okay. So yeah, I instead chose to disagree with Emily and go into the fire tower, and that is exactly how you keep the flare gun. Instead of having Matt shoot off the flare, you have to, because that happens if you agree to go to the fire tower. If you disagree with Emily, then he'll keep the flare gun instead of firing it off into the sky. Which, whether you agree or disagree, I still think that's a stupid fucking decision to shoot that flare gun right at that moment, because there's a very, very little chance anybody's going to see it. And even if they do see it, it's in the middle of a fucking storm, so you're not 100% sure where the hell that thing's actually coming from. You just know like kind of like a general vicinity. You don't really know exactly where, because if it's like a clear sky, you can kind of see the trail of the flare, you know? But in that storm, you're not going to see shit. But yeah, so, but he still jumped to safety rather than trying to save Emily. I did still do that. So he didn't need the flare. But so I did that more of as like an experimentation thing, really. But pretty much everything else is exactly the same. I may have chosen some different dialogue options in a couple of the things. And then, like, for example, I had also, was it this one? No. I don't think it actually continued. I don't think it showed that on this. But I had chosen a couple of different dialogue options after Emily and Jessica got into the little argument in the cabin, in the lodge. And I didn't really intend to at first, because at first I just hit agree with Jessica once I took control of Mike. And I then remembered, oh wait, no, I chose to disagree because I was supposed to go easier on him. But, and then I was like, you know what? This isn't a huge thing anyway. You know, this isn't that big of a deal. It's just a little bit of dialogue. It's a little bit of character, relationship status, and character trait change. It's not going to change that much. But then what I had also done was what was it? I didn't scare her with the miner mask that I had that you find in the broken down shed just before you get to the cabin. I chose not to scare her with it. I just showed it to her, and then I done pretty much everything else the same. Like I went and helped her up off the patio when we're being chased by the Wendigo, without realizing it's a Wendigo. And then I had actually done the process in the cabin properly this time. I didn't just go, waltzing around the cabin blindly. I got a couple of the clues that were still in there, but then otherwise I managed to set the mood lighting and light the fire. And apparently, whatever I did differently, or whatever combination of things I did differently, ended up in Jess not going into that whole insecurity speech that she does. She just kind of went straight into the process of trying to sleep with Mike, and she ended up down to her underwear this time instead of rather just being in the top and the jeans. So apparently, whatever combination of things I did differently, whether it was the agreeing or the not scaring her, which you'd think that scaring her would probably get her more willing to get out of the clothes because, she fell in freezing cold water. Those clothes are probably not going to be very comfortable to be sitting in for very long. So you'd think that she'd want to get out of those quick, but apparently not. Maybe. So it's either that. So it's either the agreeing with her about Emily, not scaring her, and then helping her. Which helping her is the only thing I didn't do differently. So I'm assuming that one is probably just fine. Like that one, it either affects it or it doesn't affect it. But one of the other two, or both, definitely is what did it. So I just think that's a little interesting, that those little things that you don't think are going to matter do matter, which again is the whole point of this game. I mean, it's the butterfly effect. But there are just times where it's like immediate, consequences, and then there are times when the consequences are much farther out. So I just think that's really interesting how the game does it like that. Like, it truly is just completely different. Alright. And then that is 4 dead Wendigos.
Alive, for a start.
Yeah, life's good.
Because we killed 2 in the sanatorium, 3 in the sanatorium,
You up by the Wendigos.
and then that 4th one.
I think I got it. Let's find a way down to where this fucker
Yeah, you
lives.
also just completely wasted a shotgun there, dude. Yeah, I'm also gonna mention too. I am gonna leave a link for Dukem Nukem's or Nukem Dukem.
Mike,
Wait,
there's no
Nukem
key
Dukem.
for
Yeah,
the cable car.
I'm gonna leave
Gosh.
Nukem Dukem's
Gotta have it.
video guide. I'm gonna leave a
It's
link to
gone.
his video in the description of this video.
Quiet.
It may have taken him down.
So if you guys want to use his guide for the stuff that I didn't just show in the video, you can use his.
I'm gonna get that key right from that thing's goddamn bedroom, and then I'm gonna get us all the hell out of here.
Holy shit! Hey!
Yeah, and then that's a little weird too that
Let's find a way down to where this fucker lives.
because of the way that the cutscenes are, like how these are technically like pre-rendered, they don't actually show. I'm gonna pause it. They don't actually show what you do in the game. They just show you a general basis of what happens in the game, like the absolute points, and that the head thing with the Wendigo is something that's completely different. So like earlier in the game, when we successfully hid from Josh the Psycho as Sam, and he had to improvise by putting Sam's clothes on the dummy. When it does the recap scene for that in the next episode, it shows like a blurry image that is clearly just Sam's head, because you can tell that even though it's blurred, there's clearly blonde hair, which there isn't when you have the dummy in the chair. But yet she's wearing her actual clothes, which makes no sense, because if she gets caught, I believe she still wears the towel. So I don't know what they were really doing there with that cutscene, but they were still at least trying to hide that, making it so that, you know, whatever you choose, that cutscene, that image still is pretty much the same. It is a little weird. And then I also remember that in one of the previous videos I had mentioned that I was going to discuss why it's a little weird that the doll set up in the dollhouse when we were Ashley with Chris in the basement. Why that's a little weird for Josh to have gotten so accurate, or well, for the Psycho to have gotten so accurate. Now knowing that it's Josh, it's weird because he was passed out drunk. So he should not have been able to know exactly where Ashley and all of them were sitting. But then I had also, at the replaying through the game, I realized, oh wait, he actually has the footage of that event. He somehow has access to the video they recorded, so it would kind of make sense that he would know where everybody was sitting. The really bizarre thing that I had also learned, though, is that if you play that prologue, Josh is not the only one passed out drunk. Chris is also there across the bar they're sitting at. Chris is right there, also equally passed out drunk. And yet he says, like when they're looking at the dollhouse, it's like, this isn't like anything. That's us 1 year ago. And it's like, what do you mean us? You weren't there. You were passed out drunk across the bar from Josh. How were you there? How do you know what happened exactly in this moment? You know, and then even in the recreation, Chris isn't actually there. There's not a doll for him. There's a doll for Matt. There's a doll for Mike. There's a doll for Jessica. There's a doll for Emily. There's a doll for Hannah. But there is not one for Chris. But then he's constantly talking about how he was also involved with the prank and he feels bad for what happened and all this. And I'm like, dude, you weren't involved. What do you mean? And then what's even crazier is that then I started to think even more. And I realized, wait a minute. So Josh has this whole game set up for them because he wants to get back at them for what they did to Hannah and for what happened to both Hannah and Beth. And yet, so the people who were involved in the prank on Hannah, and I listed this from most involved to least involved, is Jessica, who set up the prank, Mike, who was the bait, Emily, who was Mike's girlfriend at the time, which, I mean, I guess technically that could be interchangeable, Matt being the one recording, and then Ashley was just there. You know, she was just there to watch. She was there to be witness. The people not involved were Josh, who was passed out drunk, and Chris, who was passed out drunk. People attempting to intervene, only Sam, who was looking for Hannah to warn her. And yet, the only people to be tormented by Josh's quote-unquote game were Sam, Chris, and Ashley. The only three that were actually involved with his game. The people who were not directly tormented by Josh's game, and I say directly because obviously when Chris and Ash get out of the shed after Josh fakes his death, they run into Matt and Emily, but they are not directly involved with the game. They're just kind of there by proxy. Like they're involved by proxy. They're not actually directly involved. They are not, like, there is no specific event that Josh has set up that involves those two. So the people not directly tormented by Josh's game include Jessica, who was sent to the cabin and then attacked by a Wendigo. So again, nothing involving Josh. She was attacked by a Wendigo. And then Mike was also sent to the cabin. Matt and Emily both went looking for the missing bag. They both head to the fire tower. And then they both end up in the mine. Matt can end up dead or alive in that moment. But Emily, pretty much no matter, well, unless you get her killed, returns after Josh is revealed. Because, I mean, Emily can die later when she ends up in the mine, but not at the same time as Matt. Like, she can almost escape and then get killed. But the point is, that still happens after Josh is revealed as the psycho. So, literally, the only people to be involved with his game are the only three people that weren't actually involved or did anything, like, huge as a part of the prank. Like, either they did nothing at all, or they were the least involved with the prank. So it's like, what was even the point of his whole scheme when he didn't even do his scheme to the right people? It's actually a little dumb when you think about it. Like, I still love the game and the story and everything, but you gotta nitpick. You gotta point out the flaws, and that's a big one. Josh had this. He spent a year setting this whole thing up, and he didn't even get the correct people to be his quote-unquote victims. He didn't have any plans for them, seemingly, because he never actually had anything done. Like, I could have maybe assumed that he sent them up to the cabin for something to happen, but nothing ever actually happens because of the Wendigo. And there's also no evidence that anything happens or is supposed to happen up at the cabin. You know? So it's just he made a really shitty plan. Is my point. Ugh, excuse me. Sorry, I've also got, like, heartburn, like, indigestion for some reason. I don't know why. So I'm kind of, like, you know, burping a lot or going like, ugh, you know, groaning and shit. It's not fun. Heartburn is not fun, especially when you don't have Tums or anything.
I wonder how much these sessions are of any help to you now. Just won't listen to me and things seems pretty fucked up. So I'm gonna leave you now, Josh. It's time you learn. There's more to be afraid of that can be dreamt up by the unhinged imagination of a self-indulgent, spoiled little brat. You had so many people who cared about you, who were willing to help. And at every turn you choose to push them away, now you're all alone. Though by the sounds of things, you won't be alone for long. No, you won't be alone for long. Deep breaths, Josh. Deep breath.
Also, I'd always kind of wondered what was up with Peter Stormare's voice, because I was always like, that doesn't sound like somebody speaking English, or a native English speaker. But he still speaks English fluently enough. Like, he has like a little bit of like a, maybe like a lisp or something. And I looked it up and he's actually a Swedish American. I don't know the specifics of when he
Get away from me!
when he got the American part,
No, you're dead!
but the Swedish part actually makes sense.
Shut up! Oh,
We miss you.
no, you're dead!
It's not ready. You manipulate.
You are a coward.
There, got it. Here, the one that's there has a visual watch it.
I don't take orders from you. You can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me what to do anymore.
Has run out for Josh.
Okay. Okay. I trust you. I trust you. I trust you.
Ooh. Grody.
You're not real.
You were all alone down there.
No, not again.
All alone.
Ooh, double
But you're
Grody.
with us now. Family.
Get away from me! Get away!
Why didn't you save us, Josh? Why did you want us to die?
I didn't want you to die. I swear.
Ugh, flash wall. Ooh, machete. Bacon. Fuck you, piggy. Ugh. Oh man.
I don't take orders from you.
Oh, this is gross too.
No.
Is this what you want?
Oh.
Why are you doing this? Leave me alone! Why are you doing this?
Why didn't you save us, Josh? Why did you want us to die?
I was not prepared for how ugly that thing would be up close.
Yeah. So, I noticed something kind of weird about it.
What?
The Wendigo. Had a scar.
So?
Seen it before.
What are you talking about?
Saw these old pictures of some guys with that scar, and he was transforming into a Wendigo.
You're kidding.
It's one of the miners who've been trapped back in the 50s in the cave-in, which means that thing is 80 years old, at least.
Spunky for an old timer.
They cleaned the place out. Killed a lot of people.
They? You mean there are more of them?
Oh yeah,
How many?
A lot.
too many.
Yeah.
I think we're close
Okay.
to the lair.
Alrighty, so
I don't know, I just feel really terrible all of a sudden.
alrighty, so the thing is, you can drop down and you can come back up if you need to, but there's a
There's no
totem.
other way through.
Right. I saw it for a second. Hold up. Come on. There we go. There's a totem right here. This is the last death totem, I think, or no, one of the maybe the last fortune. I think. No, one of the last fortunes. Okay, so we already got death. So we have a loss, a danger, and a fortune left. So there's only 3 totems, and then there's 2 of the twins clues. One being right over here.
Is that what I think it is?
Shit. Looks like a grave.
Oh, God. Mike, this is Beth's. This is her watch.
What? Let me see.
Look, there was a cross here.
So this is where she was buried.
But who dug her up?
Let's keep moving.
Okay. And then, if I can, get the freaking character to walk.
I'm going in.
That's something that's always been a bit iffy for me with this game, is that like the walking doesn't always work the
Come on,
best
it's okay.
when there's an obstacle, even just barely off to the side.
Famous last words. It's freezing. I can't feel my fingers.
But your fingers aren't even in the water. What do you mean? Alrighty, and then last time I went straight right.
Well, I didn't say that. I said it was okay. You mean like there were
I need to go over here though.
Sharks. Great. Thank you.
This is what I had missed last time. There was a path over here to the left I can go up. And this is where the journal is. There it is, right there.
Shit. This looks like Hannah's writing.
Day 1. My little sister is dead. The fall killed her. I watched the color drain from her face. My leg is broken. I'm all alone, stuck here with Beth's body. Someone will come soon. Day 5. I've never been so hungry. It feels like my stomach is twisting around inside. I'm sorry, 5 days, that's how you feel? I've gone for 2 weeks without food. I mean, granted, I'm fat, so maybe that's a little different. Well, I can't say really fat, I'm overweight. I mean, I'm not like, like a big dude, but I am well overweight. So maybe that does play a factor in me being able to go 2 weeks without food and not feeling like stomach is twisting around inside, but still. 5 days without food and you're feeling that way, either you weren't eating very much to begin with, or you had a very small stomach. I took Beth's sweater, much warmer now. She's still looking out for me.
I'm sorry,
Wow.
Beth. I have no choice. It's the only way I can survive anymore. If someone finds this, I'm sorry. I had no choice.
What does it mean? Jesus.
Day 30. So she was alive for a month in this mine. Okay, I mean, she did manage to survive 30 days without the food. So I think maybe seeing that, maybe she was just being she was overreacting, being overdramatic with the, I've never been this hungry before. My stomach feels like it's twisting. If she survived 30 days, either she was eating something before choosing to clearly eat Beth, or she has a stronger stomach than even she realized. Day 33, so 3 days later. My hands feel unclean. My nails fell out, pushed out. I am aching, but no more cold, no pain. I am getting stronger. So even after just 3 days, the Wendigo is taking over her. And then we got the Tale of Two Sisters trophy. Further writing devolves into scrawls, but it clearly says hungry, or hunger, hunger, hunger. Jeez. Or hunger, hunger, hungry.
Oh God, it makes sense. I think Hannah dug up Beth. It was Hannah.
No, that's ridiculous.
Michael, it has to be. It's the only thing that makes sense. Beth died in the fall.
So what? What does that mean?
So Hannah must have buried her.
God damn it. God damn it.
Hannah was down here.
I don't believe any of this.
She would have been starving. She would have been desperate.
Fuck!
We need to find Josh. Right now.
Okay. So now Josh should be able to survive. And by should, I mean he will. So as long as I don't fuck up and get anybody else killed, we should be able to get through the rest of this game, with everyone still alive.
Oh, it's getting deeper.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, hey, it's sloping up again. We're gonna make it.
God, don't jinx it.
Oh. Come on. We made it.
You just want to double check, make sure there's nothing over here. I think we're good. Okay. I know in the video he had said, nuke 'em. I know he said, that's a decapitated head.
Jesus.
That might have been the stranger's head. Oh, that's odd. Why is the Wendigo just watching us?
You see that?
Yeah.
Bodies.
Bodies? A lot of there's one single body. What do you mean?
Oh my god.
It's just the stranger.
I'm gonna be sick.
Wait.
Another flaw in the game right there. Thinking that one body is many bodies.
I don't take orders from you. I don't take orders from you.
Hey, Josh?
You can't tell me what to do. You can't
Josh?
tell me what to do
Buddy?
anymore.
Also, I just thought about something too. So on this replay that I had to do to be able to get all the totems and everything, I have managed to shoot the flamethrower tank on the stranger's back to when the Wendigo first leaps at Chris when they go to find Josh. So how is there even still a body for the Wendigo to collect and bring back to its lair? I understand the head. The head makes sense. But how did it have a body to bring back? I blew his body up. Honestly, the head probably should have gone up too because it's right next to the body. So, I don't know.
You can't
But
tell
the
me.
biggest issue there is the fact that they think there's more than one body there when there's not.
Okay. I trust you. I trust you. I trust you.
What's the matter?
He's tripping or something. Josh!
Mike,
Josh! Hey, man.
don't hit me, please.
Well, you were deep in it, man. Full mental jacket.
We didn't think we'd get you back. Josh.
Wait, hold on. Important discovery. Okay, here we go. Sam found Hannah's journal in the mine. Josh told her the truth about the monster. Okay,
And it was down here.
so that was it. Hannah was
Weeks.
down here.
A month? She dug Beth up.
Sam.
Mike.
Hey, let's just get the fuck out of here.
Okay. Josh, do you have the key for the cable car?
Yeah.
Oh, good. See that over there? That means there's a direct way out. Come on.
Well, I mean, Josh didn't hear the truth about the
There's no
monster.
way
He
Josh
heard
is gonna-
part of the truth.
Okay. If you help me up, I can go back to tell the others we're okay.
Yeah, good.
You bring Josh back the way we came, and we'll all meet up for lunch.
Be careful.
Yeah, you too.
All right, let's go, you fucked up son of a bitch.
Okay, so now there's a totem to the left here. This one I had managed to find by myself even without a guide because I noticed that there was a path over here.
You didn't have to hit me so much, man. Yeah, I'm sorry about before, man. I thought you killed Jess. I was wrong.
Okay, so now we can go ahead and leave, because I'm pretty sure that's the last thing we get before we then take control of Jess in the mine again. Let me just double check this guide. Yep, okay. So yes, again, thank you again to Nukem Dukem for the very amazing video guide. So helpful. Nope. Why are you going that way?
No.
Yeah, I really don't understand why they were reacting as if there was more than just the stranger's body up there. I mean, they had so many really good like pieces of attention to detail, and they somehow messed that one up. And then, oh, yep, Wendigo's still in the water. Once Mike goes under, there's going to be a jump scare warning. Well, I mean, yep, okay, so it's coming up here in a second. There it is.
You're not real! No, you're not! Hannah!
There it is. He recognized her there.
Oh.
And that's actually interesting in hindsight as well, because I was wondering where that photo was. Why isn't Josh moving at all? He looked like a fucking dummy. Like, do you guys ever see the, I mean, you know, a lot of you have probably seen Spider-Man 2, the original one. Well, not the original one, because I don't know how many Spider-Man 2s there have ever been, but the Sam Raimi one, okay? Spider-Man 2, the Sam Raimi trilogy. No, it was Spider-Man 1, actually. Not Spider-Man 2, it was Spider-Man 1. There's the scene right after the parade fight with Spider-Man and Green Goblin, and Peter's swinging Mary Jane away to safety, and she's like holding onto him as they're swinging, but he's not moving at all. And behind the scenes info reveals that it's just Kirsten Dunst holding onto a stiff dummy. And that's kind of how Josh looked there for a second. But yeah, so Sam found the journal, Josh heard the part of the truth, Josh recognized Hannah, and Hannah recognized Josh. So yep. He is fine-ish. I don't know what's up with this one, though, because this one never updated, and there was nothing different. And then we never ended up using this one, because we didn't have Sam hide to use the baseball bat in the basement. And then this one, I think we'll probably update once we take control of Jess and the mine. Very shortly, actually, should be the next thing we do. Just want to double check something else as well. So all of these just say new, none of them say updated or anything. So yeah, literally the only thing I'm missing at this point is that one clue that was in the journal. And then the lost totem and the danger totem. What time are we at actually? Hold on. Almost 40 minutes? Okay, so we've still got a little bit of time left. Okay, so we're taking control of Matt in the mines, actually, because he's still alive. He's showing Jessica in his video, and I assume it's probably because when he recorded this, Matt was dead. Alright. Jessica! Ooh. I almost missed that one.
Is that you?
Okay, so butterfly effect update. Finally, okay, so to the rescue, Jessica was still alive. So now that one updates. And then also the save yourself, Matt found Jessica. So both those updated right there.
What
Okay.
happened to you? How the fuck are you still alive?
Inform. Because we're in
Something
a bit of a
going on
hurry.
tonight. Is someone really fucking with us up here?
No,
What?
it's not someone, it's something.
Jess, you had a pretty rough night. It's pretty confusing.
No, I'm telling you.
It's okay. I didn't mean to scare you.
No, God.
Can you move?
Yeah.
Come on, Jess.
Lantern, are you good? Honest, charitable, funny down, brave down, romantic down. The relationship stuff went up. Yeah, I don't know why the lanterns glitch out so much in this. Okay, now, if I remember correctly, I do still need to be careful because I believe that Mac can still die at this point. I think. Oh, I really don't remember.
Look at that. Some sort of cave in here.
It was me.
What?
I
Oh,
fell
there goes the lantern again.
through that roof.
You fell this far? Jesus. There's two of us.
What?
I fell off a goddamn fire tower down here.
You're kidding me.
Okay, and I'm trying to look for like a rail of some kind. I'm assuming like a minecart rail. Because according to what I'm seeing in this... Okay, so this is it right here then. This is the spot. Let's gotta see where he goes to find this totem. He's going... Okay, so it's over here. Here it is. Okay, so this is our last lost totem. Okay, and then I need to see where the other one is. Okay, so it's apparently when we're in control of Sam and we're outside. So this scene has nothing else left. So I just need to be careful about keeping Matt and Jess alive. I do believe there's at least one spot where you have to not move. Yep, it's right here, I think. Yeah, we just need to hide. Because Jess isn't going to survive if we try to run. She's way too wounded for that. So we just need to hide and not move. Yep. Oh, hey, it's Hannah. Hi, Hannah.
Jeez. Does this hurt? Alright. Alright. Let's go. We gotta do this. Get out of here. Come on. Jess. Come on. Come on, come on. Jess! Jess. Come on.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, I mean, obviously the answer is hide together. Again, we need to just not move, I think. I've still got my finger on the controller just in case I need a quick time event push. Okay, hold on. Butterfly effect update. Jessica was still alive. Jessica survived until dawn. Matt found Jessica and survived until dawn. Okay, good. So, Matt and Jessica confirmed alive till the end of the game. Okay. So now I just need to keep everybody else alive. Which is actually not that difficult. It should be smooth sailing from here. Also a status update. I'm not sure for who. I'm assuming probably Matt, because it didn't update for Sam. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this for one more. I'm gonna record one more episode because we're already close to the end of the game, but it's definitely not gonna be over within the next 15 minutes. There's still at least 25, I would say, to go. So we're gonna save the very end of the game for the next time. So I hope you guys are ready for that. But anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying this and have enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to ring the bell to be notified of when I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then.